Hey friends, thank you for joining me on my journey from writer to author as I take time out and write books to explore Black girl joy through travel. So, first off, what is a literary agent? Literary agents, they really play a crucial role in the publishing industry, and they act as intermediaries or go-betweens between authors and publishers. Their main goal is to facilitate the process of getting a book published and making sure that their clients get the best deal. And they are looking for various talents, whether you're going to query them on a query platform, or whether you're at a writer's workshop, whether you're at a writing competition, and through unsolicited manuscripts. They are also a gatekeeper, meaning that they're the first point of contact for that manuscript, and they gatekeep whether or not they feel that someone's work could be publisher worthy through a traditional route. What they're truly looking for is commercial success. So they're not looking for a book just because it feels good and it's your baby, but they're looking to see if that book is marketable and can it have commercial success on the market. The second thing is that a literary agent is a career advocate. And as a career advocate, they're representing authors, whether it's for film or screenplays or your book or any other kind of work that you may have in dealings with a publishing company. Their job is to negotiate contracts for their client to ensure that they're receiving fair treatment and the best possible terms regarding advances and royalties, rights, international films, audio rights, and publication commitments, things of that sort. Along with that, they're also part of the career management of that author, which is why it's also important to get a really good fit, that this is someone you can work with long term. They're looking to say, what are the long-term strategies as far as your career goes? They may advise on which book to write next. And they also can play a role as far as public relations. The third thing that they really do is negotiating and deal making. And this is what a lot of people who are not like really good at sales or negotiations and things of that method that they really need in their corner. They do contract negotiation as well as right sales. As mentioned earlier, literary agents have the expertise in publishing contracts, and that's the niche that you need them in. They work hard to negotiate the best terms for their client, including higher advances, better royalty rates, and the publishing rights and rights protection as far as that product is concerned. They also handle sales rights, meaning that, say for instance, you want your book to be sold in the UK or in the European market, i.e. French, and you need it translated and things of that nature. And so they handle the rights for that as far as international rights, film rights, television rights, and audio rights. I'm a huge audiobook listener, so in the sense of those terms as well. They're trying to maximize their customer, their clients, or in this case, the writer or author's profitability through those multiple channels, or what I like to say is verticals. I use the term verticals. So for instance, you write a book and now you want to take it from paperback book or Kindle book to a Audible. So you're looking at the multiple verticals for your business. The next thing they do is manuscript development and market awareness. So before submitting to the actual publishers, agents also help with polishing and refining authors' work. Also looking at the fact of market awareness. Agents have a keen understanding of what the market is and current trends are, and they help guide an author along those trends. I will say, as an African American, what we've noticed in the publishing industry is less than 6% of published authors are African American. For the indigenous population, less than like 2% are published through the traditional route. So when you're looking at African Americans and you're looking at indigenous, and I can actually throw like Middle Eastern Americans and Asian Americans right in that pot with us of who is traditionally published, we in turn are not highly traditionally published. Right now, I think it's like 71% of the traditionally published market is of European American descent. And so when you're looking at market awareness, that was why I wanted to traditionally publish first, is because market awareness can be skewed on subjectivity. And what I mean by that, what I've noticed as I've been querying publishers or querying agents is a lot of the agents are Caucasian. And we view the world through the lens that we live in. Perspective is reality. It's one of my signature lines that I use all the time. Perspective is reality. And so when you're gauging market awareness, make sure that you don't take their subjectivity as truth and law and as objectivity. The final point I want to list today is that their support system. They are emotional and professional support for their clients and customers. The path of rejection is high. Whether you are looking at the fact of getting an agent, it's a very high rejection rate. I was reading the other day, and I'll try to link this article below. I thought it was a really good article. I was reading the other day where one woman was saying that typically you have to query 30 to 70 agents to even get one agent. You're looking to get one exception. So there's a lot of rejection there. And then once you go through all that rejection to get an agent, you have to go through that process again to get a publisher. Or whether or not the publisher, who is also subjective. These are not objective. This is a marketable product. This is a very subjective viewpoint, who are also very subjective. You go through their rejection process. So this is a very painful and rejection filled route when you're trying to traditionally publish. Again, the only reason why I'm trying to traditionally publish is I need an artist. And I need an artist that can help bring this to fruition. I've been trying to get artists since 2019. And I'm like, no, this is not what I see. This is not what I see. And so I want someone from the outside to look in. If you look at my previous video, I've taken this particular book. I have other books and I'm going to have to take through a similar process of critique groups and things of that nature. But I've taken this particular book through 2 author classes and several critique books. At the final end of all of that, we had some agent coaches, and I picked one agent coach that I was in my genre to critique and see what she felt about the book. The first book I brought to her, she didn't think it was commercial ready, so I have more work to do on that one. The second book, she did think it was commercial ready, and so this is the book that she thought was commercial ready to go through traditional publishing route. And so I revisited this book this year and said, okay, let's look at traditional publishing, being that I'm struggling so hard to get it self-published. And so they help you with emotional support and professional support. They become your sounding board. And so as you're sounding out ideas, they are the professional route you typically use for that. So it's really good to get an agent that you align with. Again, I'm in the beginning of this journey, and I'm taking you through the beginning of my journey of going from a writer to an author, a published author, and hopefully a traditionally published author. And I hope you enjoyed this journey. Please like the videos, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I look forward to commenting and conversation with you in the comment section.